I'm going to react to Tool Invincible. This is a longer-ish, like 13-minute Tool song. I've reacted to Sober, Schism, Descending, Vicarious, The Pot, Push It. I like how their titles tend to be, well, what I've seen so far is kind of like short and like one word or just like a very simple, it's not like a walk down memory lane. It's just like Invincible. So I like that. I was a little bit emotionally triggered by Push It because I didn't know something about like domestic violence. So that was like, I felt very emotional. I wasn't even really able to like type so much. Sometimes I type. I try not to pause my reactions. If I end up feeling inclined, like, whoa, like I just start saying stuff, it's just what I do. But I'm just going to try to lock in because it's my first time hearing this and it's 13 minutes, and that's a bit of time, especially for like an ADHD person like me to lock in. But I am neurodiverse, and that's why when I do type, that's kind of how my brain works. Like if I don't type, my brain's actually more distracted. Like if I was just sitting here, I'm going to be like pretending I'm neurotypical and like just like I'm paying attention. I'm actually not. Like I have to be doing something, so I'm either going to like type or I'm going to fiddle with my Yoshi, or like I have to like, I used to do this and do crossword puzzles to pay attention. So it's just part of being neurodiverse. Okay. So the other actors who are just like neurotypical, they can just sit there and be like, wow, that's so cool. Wow, listen to that, whatever. I'm like, I would start to like do things. So let me just type if I feel like it. Let me just dance my Yoshi dolls if I feel like it. This is the lyric video because the lyrics are so important in Tool. And of course, our Maynard, James, Keegan, whatever. I can't say words. All right. Of course, an amazing little... Ooh. I'm looking. Oh, yeah.
Longing truth and soul, longing for another wind. Lurching to the fray, weapon out and belly in. A warrior, struggling to remain consequential. Better
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Was invincible. Now the armor's wearing thin. Heavy shield down. A warrior struggling to remain relevant. A warrior struggling to remain consequential.
Name. Oh, wow. Oh my God. There's more. What? Whoa. Whoa. What the freaking A? Oh my God. Okay, so the reason I was like so intrigued by that one section, I hope you guys are reading all my comments throughout, but if you're hearing impaired, whatever, visually impaired, I hope you have a thing that reads them. But yes, I did not know how many sections the song was going to happen. So every time it would shift into like a new kind of rhythm and feel, like it would be like the thickness of the instruments would change and the distortions and the different pedal effects and all that. And I'd be like, whoa. But what this song really struck out to me was the rhythm guitar was doing its own percussion. And then the drums were doing its own percussion, and they were not doing it together. I mean, they were both together and apart. So it created this polyrhythm thing, and I was trying to like get some predictability in the da 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 da. It'd be like da 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 da. But I didn't know if it was gonna go one da 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 or two da da da, and then sometimes it'd be like one two da 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 da. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what's going on. I really wanted to figure out the meters. That's what my brain was doing then. And I was like, oh my God, what's the meter? What's the meter? What's the meter? What's the meter? I liked the instrumental so much on this one, because it was just really good. I mean, a lot of people are just lyric focused, or they're just thinking about Maynard singing, whatever. And trust me, when Maynard first came in, what did I write? I was like, whoa, that caught me off guard, because I was so focused on the guitars and stuff like that, and the bass, and just the whole thing, that I was like, whoa, they're singing now. It was a lot. Yeah, but the thing that really stuck with me was that consequential thing. And I literally was so like, where did I hear warrior struggling to remain relevant or warrior struggling to remain consequential? And I remember for some reason in one of these songs, I'm either talking about consequentialness or relevantness or warriors. I don't know if these are characters that are coming through again. Like, was it in Descending? Was it in Vicarious? I don't know, but there was another song where there were lyrics kind of like that. And I was like, what song was it? What song is it? And so that if you guys know, please comment, because it was like driving me crazy during the song. I was trying to like remember, and I was like, have I heard this one? Because it didn't sound the same, but it also had some similar elements to some other lyrics of other Tool songs. So I was like, what is it? But this one to me had the most shifts between kind of new. It almost sounded like a new song within itself. Like it would like, I'm like, okay, it's over. And they're like, no, it's a new song. And it's like a new section. And I go to another section, and it would go to another section. And I was like, whoa, okay. So it was like 7, maybe like 5 songs strung together, which was a really cool effect. But mainly it's just those like rhythms, and it's that contrast between the rhythm guitar, and I'm sure the bass is also adding to that too. I just can only focus on so many things at once. So like for me, I can hear the maybe like 2 voices at once, right? So I can hear the drums really clearly. I can hear the guitar. And then if I want to focus on the bass, I'm going to have to then listen less to the drums or listen less to the guitar to focus in on the bass. So I was not looking into the bass, but I'm sure it was the combination of the bass rhythm and the rhythm guitar rhythm that I was actually reacting to. So I am going to admit that right now. But it's very hard for me. And then when the words come in, that's a 4th voice, right? So then that is sometimes, and the reason I don't hear words is because I can only hear the fact that whatever the melody is, I can hear the melody of the words. I cannot hear the lyrics. My brain just doesn't hear it as stimulus. Like it doesn't know what it's saying. So that's why I have to have the lyric videos. And my brain has been like that my entire life. Okay. The best thing about the world today is that because of the internet and us connecting, we've just met that like we can talk about our neurodiversity, and it's not so weird. But when I was growing up, it's like if you weren't doing things like everybody else, or if you were zoned out, or you were like being ADD, people were just like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you focus? Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. You know, like everyone was all like crazy. But now I see it as like a unique and special gift. My brain just works in its own way, and everybody's brain. No 2 ADHD people are the same anyway. No two autistic people are the same. Okay, so like we shouldn't put people into buckets per se, but that's why I like the word neurodiversity, because it's like we have our own. We're all different. Even neurotypical people are diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no one way to be. That's the most important thing. And I think when you learn more about how you learn, you can make your circumstances better for yourself. Like some people have to study in quiet rooms. Some people study better with music on, right? So I think that's just like how it is, right? So this song captivated me more than I thought, because sometimes when I'm sitting down to record and I'm like, oh, wow, this is going to be a long one. Like I kind of am mentally preparing. And this is, I think, an ADHD thing we do. Like when you know you're going to have a long task ahead, sometimes you get a little bit like, oh, I'm not ready for that. Let me distract myself. Let me do procrastination. Let me do something else right now. So I was kind of like putting this off till I thought I'd be ready. But then once this started, I was so drawn into it that I didn't even have to use any mental energy to stay focused, if that makes sense. The song just grabbed me. And I didn't have to use any mental energy to be like, okay, Erica, focus. Because you'd be surprised, as someone with ADHD, sometimes you have to physically yell at yourself in your mind to keep paying attention to someone. Especially if someone's talking about something really boring. I can't even like focus on what they're saying, especially if they're like talking really slow and it's like really drawn out. It just starts sounding like peanuts, you know, and like the teachers would talk. I like really relate to that. So often things, if people are talking to me and I'm really disinterested in the subject, my brain just is fried. I can't even think, like focus on what they're saying. But this song, I was completely locked in. So that makes my ADHD brain feel happy, if that makes sense. So I still wasn't even able to process all the meaning of the poetry. So falso perhaps, but the truth never got in my way. Before now, feel the sting, feeling time bearing down. That's nice, bearing down. Yeah, time does bear down. I mean, it's called Invincible. So you're thinking, okay, well, who's invincible here? Are we invincible? But there was less words per capita, whatever you want to call it. Like over the course of the 13 minutes, there's more instrumental parts than there are sung parts, which I kind of like. And so I was focused more on that. But always the lyrics are so poignant. Lurch into the fray, weapon out, rebellion. But then this consequential thing. Bold and proud of where I've been, but here I am. Beating chests and drums, beating tired bones again. Age-old battle. Mine. I like that comma there. Weapon out and belly in. See? Age-old battle. Mine. Like my age-old battle versus like... But if you didn't have that comma there, you'd think they're talking about a battle mine, which I think is kind of like battleship. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like a word that's together, battle mine. Like it's a battle mine. Like you're using a mine for a battle, but they're talking about mine, like me. So I think, unless it's double meaning there. So yeah, see how there's so much. Tales told of battles won. Caligula. I don't know who that is. It's a reference. And then they talked about Ponce de Leon, who, again, I had to look up this person in history. Isn't that an artist? Like, isn't that like a painter? I believe. I could be totally wrong. And yes, I should Google it right now, but I'd rather you guys tell me. That's what I like about the comments. It's like you guys can just tell me, but then I can look it up after to verify what you say. But usually you guys know what you're talking about. Or was he a writer? Was he like a French intellectual writer of the salon of the poetry or something like that, of treatises? I don't know. However, very interesting. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on here? This is crazy. I really like it. But I was the thing that captivated me the most was just those polyrhythms. And like, I was trying to figure out what meter we were in. And then it kept like shifting. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But I liked it. All right. So please subscribe. Check out my other tool reactions. Let me know what else I need to listen to. I love doing music reactions because I just get my recommendations from y'all. And I don't even have to like research. You guys just tell me. And if you want to tell me, put it in this form, please, right here, so that then it goes on this spreadsheet, because guess what? I get to mark this off green now, and that makes me happy. Okay. This person said, quite the journey. I hope you have the stamina. Well, I did have the journey. I did have the stamina for the journey. And he also gave me a very generous donation tip to my channel. And, I feel like the luckiest person in the world, because not only did I get to listen to an amazing piece of art, I got to get tipped for it. What is my life right now? You know, sitting here at 19,100 subscribers today on February 23rd as I'm filming this. And last week, in 10 days, I got 1,000 new subs. So like if I get 1,000 subs every 10 days, how am I at math right now? I think that means in 200 days, I'll have 40,000 subs. But it'll probably go faster than that. 200 days is like a little over half a year, because 365 divided by 2, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that means you can get 3,000 subs a month. Oh yeah, because of 30 days in a month. So 3,000 subs a month. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's like, what? Who am I? What's going on right now? I just started posting every day, May 1st of 2025. So I'm like, this is surreal sometimes. But it just goes to show that I'm always like, what if I'd started this like 10 years ago? You know what I mean? I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready 10 years ago. I wasn't ready 5 years ago. I wasn't ready 2 years ago. It just was ready a year ago. So sometimes you just have to be at the right time to actually start something and put yourself out there, because it's hard and you get a lot of mean comments, and I get mostly positive comments, but there's still those 10% of mean comments you get can kind of like get to you sometimes if you don't learn to just block them out, or literally block them. So that's my little journey here. So listen to my other tool reactions. If you want me to listen to something, or now that you know or listen to all my reactions to tool to figure out which ones that I resonated with more. And then based on that, you can recommend to me the ones you think I'll like better, or even ones you think that I'm not going to like. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't like it. Whatever. I don't care. I'm a reactor that just says how I feel. I don't actually lie and go, wow, it's the best song I've ever heard. If it's not the best song I've ever heard, I'll be like, either like, yeah, I don't really like it, or I'll be like, yeah, it's okay, but it didn't do anything for me. You know, it's like not my cup of tea kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. All right. I love you all. And that was a really interesting way to start my morning. Okay. Bye.